First move, computer 1. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 1. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
This one looks tasty.
Maiden start, pretty standard.
Computer 2. Draw card.
Nothing to complain at that. Good
Mana
start.
charge. Mana release. Summon.
That arguably is a better start because it's actually going to deal some damage.
Attack.
Well, it'll only deal one, so they'll basically be bringing the elves down to their level of health. So, 4 ones for both. Now it's an even trade.
Draw card.
Technically, the skeletons could be argued that they're slightly better because they only cost 1 to reactivate, but
Computer 2.
there's not a lot in it.
Draw card.
Pass for computer 1.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Monk Elder of Okanada. Well, he's not going to attack anything, but he will buff. When I remember what he does.
Computer 1.
He says as he rolls through the deck looking for it, all allied creatures on adjacent fields gain 1 dodge
Mana
attempt.
release. Summon.
So I tell them Harpoonsman. Good choice. Just because it can cleave. Of course it won't attack the skeletons very well because it's got dodge thanks to Elder of Okanada. But Okanada's now down to 2.
Unlocked.
It's never going to attack back, so
Computer 2.
I'm not sure who's in a better position here.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
You also have the benefit that if Computer 1 was to attack those skeletons, they would deal damage to that Servants of Okanada, so
Computer 1. Draw card.
Sleep
Mana
Trap
charge.
Computer 2. Computer
Mana
1
release.
is going to respond with
Summon.
the Bomber. It's here, the thing that everybody hates.
Attack.
And it's going to get a buff against the Servant because it costs, I think it's 3 or less. Summoning cost of 2 or lower, yeah. So that's now gone.
Mana charge.
Loses the dodge for those because it's dead. For those and don't remember, the Sleep Trap
Draw card.
is putting a debuff on
Mana charge.
the 2 Computer 1
Mana
characters
release.
surrounding it, which is that their
Attack.
cost, activation cost, is increased by 1. It's making them more expensive to use. Computer 2 going to retaliate by smacking with the soldiers again. That's going to bring them down to 3, sorry.
Mana release.
Bring them down by 1 to 3. That's what I meant to say.
Summon.
Ah, tongue-tied. Bedouin Assassin. That's a better one. Much better.
Attack.
That's going to take care of these harpoonsmen. Ha, always attacks the rear of its target, so that's a cheeky 3 damage.
Another death in vain. Mana charge.
Back to being all square. Advantage is
Computer 1.
still with Computer
Draw
2.
card. Mana charge. Mana release.
Summon a Mesmerizer and you draw 2 cards. 1 cost. Was it worth it?
Summon.
Okay, Triton and Harpoonsman covering the top row. Gains the dodge attempt because it's on water.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
No. Okay.
Computer 1.
Ah, Computer 2's going for the case of, I've got 4 spacers. You need to kill something. Go for it. Baiting it in.
Attack.
Gonna reactivate those. I'll do a cheeky 1 damage. Bringing those Harpoonsmen down to 1 HP.
Mana
Just need 1 to kill it. Master Mana onto fire.
Summon.
And that should be the end of them.
Attack.
That's going to give Computer 2 1 mana for those being dead, and it's going to gain 2 on this turn, so it has the potential.
Mana charge.
Get out of this.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
3 cost, could be a bomber.
Summon.
Juno Tree Haunt. You kill it if it's not on a wood field. Gains dodge. Cheeky boy hits for 2. So that's some dead skellies.
Mana charge.
Back into
Mana
check.
charge.
Skeleton soldiers, if they die on a field which is not Earth,
Computer
I think you
1.
get an extra mana, which is that. Oh, if
Mana
destroyed,
charge.
you gain an additional mana, so it doesn't matter where it dies.
Release.
Means they got
Attack.
4 mana. 3 pump back into the bomber, who's going to make short work of the sleep trap. We'll have 1 mana left that can summon something. Best place to summon it would be on that fire spot, because it would be
Mana
protected
charge.
in the corner. If I can manage it.
Mana release.
No, it's going for the centre.
Summon.
Good job as well, because it would have died if it summoned it into any other space.
Draw card.
Triton and Ice Guard, when they are summoned onto a space which is not water, you can draw a card. Casual 1 damage to the Venomous Assassin.
Computer 2.
Back into check for Computer 1. Computer 2 only has 3 mana to do something about this, but it does have a 1 health creature in the middle. So just a love tap will get rid of them. Elven Berserker Maiden.
Attack.
That should be enough.
Let me hear you scream.
Well, literally anything in the deck is enough as long as it's not Servant of Okanada.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana
Be
release.
surprised if Computer 1 can get out of this.
Summon.
Oh. Yes, it can. Got it, I've not used one of these. It should be light work. Hits for 2, it's going to hit the rear of the target, get the bonus from the blind spot, so that's a cheeky 3. Keeps itself in the game. Puts itself into check, and Computer 2 gains the mana from its death. We now have 4 going into this turn, so not completely out yet.
2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
3 cost bottom corner.
Summon.
There's the bomber.
Attack.
Get rid of the elves that started all this. Puts Computer 2 into check.
Mana charge.
I'm not entirely sure what Computer 1 can do about this now.
1. Draw card. Mana
Unless it has a
charge.
spell card, which can flip an element.
Discard.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Discards 2 cards, which is a Monk Elder of Okanada and a... I want to say ghost shit, but it's not. It's a Cloud Runner. The Ice Flood of Okanada. Discard 2 creatures. This targets... Spell targets all enemies on and adjacent to a selected water field. Target creatures are dealt magic damage to the number of water fields. Ooh, that's a cheeky 2 damage down that entire lane.
Mana release. Summon.
And there's the other Juno Tree Haunt. The trees are out. Not very often I see a Juno Tree Haunt. To see both of them is quite rare.
Attack.
Strange nuts. Slightly questionable name for a spell, but fair enough. Let's not question it too much. That gets rid of the skeletons.
Mana charge.
Also leaves a bit of an insurance policy in the form of the other Juno Tree Haunt, with that being
Draw card.
on 1 HP.
Mana charge.
Does have dodge though, so
release.
it can survive. Computer 2 deciding to Field Quake. Ashes of Goalie, we don't need to go over what that does. It's going to do this. And the person that owns it is going to feel very sad.
Mana charge.
Enough said.
Mana release.
Got 2 Byleth fields now.
Summon.
The cloud are now.
Draw card.
Let's draw 2 cards because it is not on water. Also gains dodge.
Attack.
Sorry, you draw cards equal to the number of water fields. Good job I'm holding the deck. I can correct myself. Only deals 1 damage, but it gets 2 there because it fired into the back of the Venomine Assassin. So Venomine Assassin on 1.
Mana charge.
Computer 1 looking to kill. Yeah, and it can still kill the Tree Haunt. Mercenary Saviour Latu. He's going to give some dodge attempts to everyone.
Back up and ready to go.
He gains dodge attempt and he adds 1 to his attack if at least 1 target creature is on a water field, which it is.
Enough said.
While he's on the board, all other allied creatures on water fields gain 1 dodge
Mana
attempt.
charge.
So, even though he hit both those creatures, the tree did dodge. It's still alive, but he did a lot of health to the assassin, so bye-bye to
Mana
it.
charge. Mana release. Summon.
Computer 2 will just be looking to kill that assassin in the middle that's got one. And a stone winged dwarf is enough.
Attack.
It keeps him in the game. It does mean that he and the tree are now on 1 health. So there's multiple ways out of this.
Check. Computer 1. Draw card.
I did personally tempted to get the harpoonsman in the top left corner to hit the top row, just to see if it could get a double kill. But we've got a Fishers of Goalie. We're bringing out all of the BS. Both Fishers of Goalie being used. There's both bombers on the field. And yeah, there's a lot of BS going. So that flip field
Mana charge.
means a dead tree.
Mana release. Attack.
And then he's going to reactivate the harpoonsman to do what I was just saying. I suppose doing it this way guarantees that that tree would die, but if the tree
Mana charge.
didn't dodge, you'd get a kill on it anyway, so there's a chance.
Computer 2.
Unless it's perfect dodge.
Mana charge.
It is perfect dodge.
Discard.
No mistake, so it's going to dodge.
Graveyard.
Computer 2 is discarding a Illusia Prioress and a... I've forgotten its name. Illusia Priestess and a... what's it called? Tentacles of Possession. To do the Ice Flood of Okanada. Casual cheeky damage to those 2 creatures, bringing the bomber down to 1.
Attack.
Gonna get its bomber to kill that bomber. Not gonna get a buff to its damage because the creature doesn't cost 2 or less, but 1 is enough.
Mana charge.
And they're dropping like flies.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
I think I still favour Computer
Summon.
2 because it's got a bomber. Tentacles of Possession. Not very often we see that one. Mind if sells what it does.
Computer 2.
You gain possession of the enemy directly in front of it, so it literally controls the enemy in front of it.
Mana release.
Speaking of which... I thought it was a summon, but it's not. More spells! Summon a Mesmerization, so draw 2 cards.
Mana release. Attack.
Reactivating the bomber. Only going to deal 1 damage.
Mana release. Summon. Draw card. Attack.
Tritonian Ice Guard's coming out to deal 1 damage to the Harpoonsman. No, it's not, because it's got dodge. Courtesy of Mercenary Saviour 2.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Those Ice Guards really do not have long to live on 1 health.
Summon.
Yeah.
I smell blood.
Attack.
Having said that, they're going to be taken out by something else that's only got 1 health, so... The Stonewing Dwarves' days are numbered as well.
I win.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
Another spell. There's the other Summoner Mesmerization for Computer 2. That really is showing that he's not doing well with his card pulls if he's having to go in twice for more cards. He's now discarding 2, a Sleep Trap and a Monk Elder of Okanada. And there's another Ice Flood of Okanada. Actually gets 2 kills from it, so it's pretty good.
Mana charge.
Those 2
Mana
creatures
charge.
do not have dodge now.
Mana release.
This game is going to go on forever.
Summon.
No, it's not, because one is running out of cards rapidly more than the other.
Let's get back to work then.
Attack.
Computer 2 brings in its own Mercenary Saviour Latu.
Up and ready to
He's going to take care of these tentacles.
That was quite a workout.
It is worth noting
Mana
at this
charge.
point, Computer 2 has 5 cards remaining in its deck with 4 in its hand. Computer 1 has 10.
Draw card.
So Computer 2 is losing
Mana
this
charge.
at this rate because it's going to run out of cards in 5 more Computer 2 turns.
Summon.
It needs to win quick. It does have the summoning advantage. It will be in check next turn, providing that it survives this,
Attack.
which it will. There is actually going to be a counter-attack here. Which is not wise. For the old skeletons. Them costing 2 or less, they just took all their health nearly.
Computer 2.
That was so worth it for Computer 2.
Mana charge.
Questionable play there. And it's going to pump some more mana into that and be just like, you know what? Fuck you, get out of it.
Mana charge.
Those skeletons, not worth it. There's no point in Computer 1 having 9 mana on this turn because nothing costs that much.
Summon.
Computer 2 going to use its last mana to block in that bomber with Stonewing Dwarf. Perfect. You've got a creature which is the weakest health out of everything.
Attack.
Block it in. Make it hard to get to. Those guys are going to continue to dodge. That's fine.
Check.
Computer 2 is in check. Computer 1 has 1 creature on the board. It's got 7 mana. Going to now have 9.
Mana release.
2 cost summon.
Summon.
Illusion Priestess! Magic creature. With dodge.
Attack.
And yes, computer 1 is out of options.
Holy spirits, attack on my world.
Not half bad.
That's all it had.
Computer 2. Draw card.
That was it.
Mana charge.
Computer 2 winning by the skin of its teeth here because, like I say, in 3 more turns it would have had to forfeit, run out of cards.
Draw card.
I turn on ice cards and they're just going to stand there.
Computer 2 wins.